Hi little skeletons, it's Disney Queen Skelly here, and we are still doing reacting videos. I literally haven't filmed in such a long time. It's to the point where I am so backed up on Harley Baby videos. So we're just gonna get started, and also please forgive me. I have been losing my voice for the past week now, so I'm gonna speak up as much as I can. But I have my mic as close to me as possible as well, so you guys can hopefully hear me okay. So this reacting to video is gonna be Storytime number 6, my second tattoo. She went with me when I got my Cure Diabetes tattoo, and this is the one that she got.
Canopy 45 here. Welcome back to another story time with Harley Baby. So today's story time is going to be I'm going to be talking about my experience getting my second tattoo. As you guys may have seen in some of my videos, I have a tattoo right here on the inside of my arm, and this is the First Order symbol from Star Wars. Well, at time of recording, this was about almost 2 weeks ago. I got a second tattoo.
When she got her first tattoo, I remember she would constantly, when she wore shirts, t-shirts, and she'd see it, she'd be like, holy shit, I'm inked.
And it is a D20 die that has galaxy colors on there.
Can I just add that the fact that her second tattoo is on her wrist, she is so much braver than I would ever be.
So I'm going to talk about my experience, the pain, why I got it, all this. So I'm going to start with why I got it. My hubby introduced me to the game of Dungeons & Dragons.
I just realized she's wearing a headband. Cool.
And I fell in love with it. And one of the die that you would roll, depending on what you're doing, was a D20 die, which is a 20-sided die. And I wanted to get it because, one, it kind of represents something for him because he, told me about the game and he taught me how to play. And also, I've become obsessed with the game. And the colors, I'm obsessed with anything galaxy print. We had a canopy over our bed that was galaxy print on the inside.
That has since changed. I cannot tell you how many times her and her hubby have rearranged that room that they live in right now. That canopy was really cool though, it was really pretty, and then he had lights all around it to kind of make the colors of the galaxy pop. But I kind of like the fact that not only is she getting this for herself, the tattoo, but she got it for someone she loves as well.
And it was awesome, I loved it, and I've always been obsessed with galaxies. So, talking about the pain. Now, when I got my first tattoo, the outline is always the worst, no matter where you get it.
Yeah, the outline's always going to be the worst of it. Also depends on where you get it. The outline could either be not too bad, or it could be the worst pain you'll probably ever experience. But then depending on also who you go to, my artist, she has this magic spray that she sprays on us, and it needs an open wound in order to take effect, so she sprays after she does the outline, and it numbs the area without thinning your blood. So it's really cool. It works wonders, and I'm amazed at how well it actually works.
And it wasn't too bad. When you get closer to my armpit, it started to hurt a little bit more. Because I got it on the inside of my wrist.
When I got my thigh tattoo, there's a point where the stem of the rose is going towards my inner thigh. That's when it hurt the most. Other than that, it didn't really hurt too bad, other than when she got towards the end of the skeleton arm, and she just did what, she was just doing solid lines. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. It's still pretty though. I love my skeleton hand rose tattoo.
It's right up top here. It hurt pretty bad. The outline was, it sucked.
Also, not to mention where she got it, it's thinner skin, and there's a lot of nerves there. I mean, you got a lot of nerves anywhere in your body really, but it's thinner skin, so it's gonna hurt a bit more.
I turned Skelly's hand into a shade of purple.
She was squeezing my hand and I go, oh, that's purple.
But the shading wasn't too bad because my tattoo artist used this like numbing spray, and that helped a lot. There were a couple times where I knew she hit the middle part because I can feel it. And you're like, you're hitting the middle part, aren't you? She goes, yeah. But I do not regret getting this tattoo at all.
I seriously hope you wouldn't regret any tattoo that you get.
I'm planning on getting more tattoos in the future, but
our next one's next January. I said I wouldn't talk about what we were getting though until we actually got it, and I'm gonna stick to that. Let's just say it's gonna be in an even more painful area than the wrist. It's gonna be on our ribs. So fingers crossed we actually survive the ordeal.
Skelly and I kind of set a rule for ourselves where we would only get tattoos once a year. Because one, tattoos are expensive, and two, I don't feel the need to get multiple tattoos in a single year.
I went on a tattoo high my first year when I was 19. I got 3 tattoos in a year. I got the one for my grandfather, which was my first tattoo. I got the ribbon for my aunt, and then I got the skeleton hand for my mother. So after that, I limited myself to 1 tattoo a year.
I get one, I'm good. Although I do sometimes, I have forgotten like that this one, because this one I can easily hide with a sleeve, and I looked and I was like, oh yeah, that's there. When I first got my D20 tattoo, I was like, I can't believe I did that. Like, I can't believe I did that. It's still, like, it's almost completely healed.
Around the time that she filmed this, I think it had been only like 2.5 or 3 weeks since we actually got the tattoos. Like, I remember I filmed a couple of times after I got my new tattoo, and you guys saw, like, the healing process.
Still cleaning it with, a scentless soap, and I'm putting Aquaphor to keep it moisturized until all of the, I call it, lizard skin. Till all of that goes away and it's done peeling, and then it's just flush against my skin, and it's nice and soft, and I don't feel like any of the race skin. So that was my overall experience.
She forgets like the last half of the video. It's like, what else do I need to do?
Other than it hurting pretty bad, I love my tattoo. I love both my tattoos. And the artist that Skelly and I have, she's an amazing artist. She's so accurate, she's so fast, she's so talented. I would recommend her to anybody who's looking to get a tattoo.
When we were getting these tattoos, my artist's son called her and he was like, what are you doing? And she goes, what is mama always doing? And he goes, working. Yep. She said that she might retire soon, which kind of makes me sad, but she says like she's not going to fully retire because she feels like she can never fully retire from doing tattoos. So instead of working like 6-7 days a week or 5 days a week, she's going to work like 2 or 3 days a week. My hope is when she decides to retire, and before Harley Baby and I move, because we're still in talks about getting a place together maybe, or it's still up in the air at the moment. Once all that happens, I'm going to probably ask her for recommendations for another artist when she officially retires, like when she's officially done tattooing, because I went for a while trying to look for someone. I walked up and down downtown Fullerton to try and find an artist. The one that really stuck out to me was All Hallows Inc. And when I met her, it was like she was perfect. I walked in one day because I didn't have an appointment set, and she was readily available, and that's how I found her. And I'm so afraid that I'll never be able to find like another tattoo artist like her, but I hope that if I do that, they'll, one, be reasonably priced, and two, they're gonna do a decent job on my body, because I don't want to end up getting tattoos for the next like 14-15 years, and all of a sudden like half of them look like they're done by a professional artist, and then the other half looks like they're done by a child with a crayon.
So that is it for telling the story of my second tattoo, my little D20. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions about, my tattoo, or if you want me to go in more in depth of why I got it, because it was pretty short and sweet, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you so much for watching, Puddins. I love you.
If you're able to go more in depth, just go more in depth. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will list not only her tattoo video, but my tattoo video in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe to Harley Baby, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, little skeletons. Stay safe, and I love you guys.